As a commissioner in a Devy league during a draft, periodically you will want to replace the free agents that have been drafted with custom players as Devy placeholders. And here I want to show you a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned to keep things looking so much nicer. As you can see, I've already replaced a few. They've got double asterisks, and I'll show you why here in a second. But we've got some free agents that I need to replace. I usually do this every 4 to 12 players. It keeps it neater on the draft board and much easier for owners to follow along. Sometimes they miss the name of the Devy player off in the comments, and it's much easier to see them as the selection over here. So let's get into, as commissioner, you go to setup, and we want to go down. Once you've used this, it'll be a recently performed task, but for the first time you want to go in and edit custom players. You've got to read this important message from MFL and click that box. As you can see, I've got several names already in here with the rookie box checked off and their position. I usually take a photo of the names of the players so that I've got them and I don't have to go back and forth. So the first one I've got is Chuba Hubbard, and I'll put him in without the asterisks, and I'll show you what the asterisk does for me. Put him in as a running back and as a rookie, and the next one I will do with the asterisks the good way. Tamorian Terry, he's a wide receiver. And then Jerry Jeudy, another wide receiver. And last but not least, DeAndre Swift, all with the asterisks. Again, it's a cheat code, kind of. It really helps when you are going in to replace the player. And double check that you've got the positions correct. Come down here, save custom players, and then under the commissioner setup screen we want to go to the draft and change draft pick. Now you'll notice in the drop down the ones that are already done, so you can go down to, we know that draft pick 106 is the first one that needs to be done. And you notice that Chuba Hubbard is not on the list. That's because I didn't put an asterisk next to him. So I've got to scroll all the way down here to H. And what a pain in the butt this is. And there he is, Chuba Hubbard. And then change draft pick. Once you've done that, you can see that now Chuba Hubbard is here with a single asterisk. If I would have had the asterisk in his name, in the custom name, it would have moved him up to the top of the list. So let's go ahead and look at what that looks like. So commissioner setup, I've already done the change draft pick, so it's right there. There are my 3 Devys that I have left to do. And if you have them and you've put them in correctly with the asterisks, I can pick Tamorian Terry for pick 107, change draft pick. See how much faster this is? Change draft pick. And then go in and make sure to scroll down to the 108. The 108 was Jerry Jeudy. Rather than going all the way down to the through the alphabet and trying to find the player, so hit commissioner setup again, change draft pick, and now the last one for this particular series of the draft, change draft pick. I will, one word of caution, this does reset the timer, so make sure to do this right after somebody has made a pick so that the next person gets the full timer. Otherwise, if you wait, let's say the timer is 8 hours and you wait until 7 hours and 59 minutes, now you're going to reset the timer and that person has another 8 hours on the clock, and that's not fair to the rest of the league.